Let's look at setting up an appointment reminders campaign in ProLine. So in order to do this, we're going to utilize event triggers and we're going to utilize campaigns. ProLine does not have native reminders or actions that take place when events are scheduled, other than any kind of external integration to like Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar. So that is all controlled via appointment reminders campaign that's linked to the event type of the event that you're scheduling. Those are controlled on in the company settings under events, and then you see event types. Every event on a calendar in ProLine falls into one of these event types. If we have inspection, production materials, these are just the event types that are in this account, but we could definitely add other ones if we wanted to. But on each one of these event types, I can click these gears and I get the event trigger that's connected to that event type. On the event trigger, I can select what stage, if any. This can be left empty, but I can select what stage I want the project associated with the event to move to. And I can select what campaign I want to run for that project and contact. So this is what we're looking at right here. So what you might find is that you don't have any start campaign or move to stage selected for an event type. And so that's what we're going to look at today, is like how maybe you've added an event type, or for one reason or another they're not assigned here, and you want to set that up. Then the way that you're going to do that is here through the event trigger. Now, say this is, we already by default add a, which is under job updates. Let me see, might be under events this time. Appointment reminders. We usually add an appointment reminders campaign into a ProLine account by default, but it's usually only for the inspection. And so if you were to set up a different type of call and you wanted a different set of reminders, different set of actions that take place when an event's scheduled, then you would need to set up a different campaign for that. And that would be done on the campaigns, in the campaigns area. So I can go into like appointment reminders here, and then maybe I do a new campaign, and this is just like general call reminders. So we'll kind of go through this step by step. If I go to company settings, events, I'm going to add a general call, or just call it like general or miscellaneous event, as we'll call it, miscellaneous event. We'll make default calendar sales. All right, so there we go. We have a miscellaneous event now. I'm going to leave it not moving to a stage, but I don't have a campaigns to select yet, so I'm going to go to campaigns, appointment reminders, and then I'm going to do miscellaneous call or event reminders. Now, once I'm in here, you can just start building if you want, but I recommend starting with one of our templates. So you can scroll down to appointment reminders, generic, or appointment reminders, roofing. Now, this will be tailored to an inspection, but you can then tailor. So you'll see in this template, you have 24 hours before event, campaign's event. Starts 1 hour before campaign's event. You can change these if you want. It doesn't have to be an hour. It can be minutes. It can be any amount of time before the event, and you can add as many sets of these as you want. So if we add another one here, we can do send text, and we can do starts at 5 minutes. And so now I have an action that's going to take place 5 minutes before a campaign's event. Now, you do want it counting down. So if this were to be 2 hours and this one was 1 hour, then this one is going to get skipped once it runs, because it will have already passed that time. So these are kind of more filters than anything else. So just keep that in mind. You do want to be counting down, so higher times up here and lower times before the campaign's event down here. Now, in addition to the texts and emails that you might want to send, really common would be wanting to send push notifications. You can have that sent to the project assignee or somebody else if you prefer. And then additionally, email notifications. So this gives you complete control over ProLine's notification system to send custom notifications for anything you need to. You can add as many of these notifications to this workflow as you want. And then also remember that you can move things around. So we're going to move these notifications up to the top. Now you can literally, if you want to, you can build it out. You can have notifications go out every 5 minutes for an upcoming event for days if you want to build out a campaign like that. But this setup gives you complete control over how both you want ProLine to notify members of your team, whether that's the person assigned to the event, which would be the same as assigned to the project, or people that, or other people as well. These don't have to go to the person assigned. This can go to other team members instead that might have some sort of vested interest in the event. But you can add as many of these as you want. So you can add more push notifications here and say like 5 minutes, event in 5 minutes. And now that notification is going to run after this text message. So we have email 1 hour before, and then it sends a text. And we have 5 minutes before, we're sending a text. And then we have a push notification that also runs at that point. We can do an email notification as well. And then now we have a push notification, an email notification, and those are 100% customizable. You can certainly do other things in these appointment reminders campaigns as well. Or yeah, I mean, you have complete control. You can send Dope 360 direct mail. You can send a webhook. You can. One thing we see a lot of is like send a company cam for like an inspection appointment reminders. But anyway, now we have this campaign set up and good to go. We're going to make sure that we turn this on so that it's running. And then we're going to go into our company settings. We're going to go back to that miscellaneous event, and then we're going to go to the event trigger, and then we're going to select that miscellaneous event reminder. And so that's the most important part. And then now, if I go to schedule a new event, for John, I'm going to schedule a new event here. This might be a hard project to find. Okay. Yeah, so it was already right there. So, right here. There's so many AJ tests in this account. Okay, yeah, I just scheduled an inspection. That's why. So I'm going to schedule a miscellaneous event this time. Okay, so we're going to go to sales calendar. Okay, so there we go. So now we have a miscellaneous event, and if we go to view campaign, we'll see that the miscellaneous event reminder campaign is now running. I'm not going to stop that. And so that's it. That's how to set up a appointment reminder campaign for an event type in ProLine.